Things I thought could never happen. Me in a punk band?
What?
We Are Lady Parts, a new original comedy streaming only on Peacock.
A confused mix of hash anthems and sour girl power. Syra, vocals. Aisha, drummer. Bisma, bassist. Mumtaz, band manager. And me, Amina, lead guitar.
You were really good until you puked all over the front row. Ew.
We Are Lady Parts, all episodes streaming now, only on Peacock.
Josie's in for Katie. Joe Buck, he's a famous announcer, Hall of Fame announcer, will be. And he told a story about something he did while announcing a touchdown that, in most circumstances, if you did the same thing in public, you could get arrested.
I have peed in a bottle while calling an NFL touchdown. I swear to God.
Really? So he's live on national TV,
What?
and he had to pee really bad, and they're outside, and he's announcing the game, and he's like, give me something.
It was
Good
pee,
for
yes.
you.
I was peeing in a trash can. It's true.
That's crazy.
They handed me like a little water bottle. I'm like, I can't, the half wouldn't end.
He said, that's not going to do it. Give me
Yeah,
that.
and I was wearing a parka because it was freezing. It was in Milwaukee.
While you're talking, you did that. While you're speaking,
We
you just
came
were
back
peeing
from
in
a break. I was peeing, and the action started, and I called a touchdown while urine was coming out of me.
Wow. That was
What
on a
a shame.
podcast with Jason Bateman.
People get banned from going near elementary schools for stuff like that, buddy. Yeah.
He said something about broadcasting with what he does. He said there's been many times where, because they're so tight with stuff with TV, that you're in a stadium, and sometimes they have bathrooms for broadcasters, but many times you're running to use some other, like maybe somebody's suite bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
And he says you have like a minute and a half. And so he said you can't have stage fright when it's come to peeing or pulling out your stuff in front of other guys or whatever, because you just have to.
Yeah.
And he says, and he also makes like $10 million a year.
Right.
I didn't hear
Right.
Joe Buck just had his 9th hair restoration surgery.
Wow.
Really?
Wow. Just let it go, buddy.
That's what everyone.
Let it go.
That's what Jason Bateman was like. Why? And he was like, "How dare you? You have a full head of hair. So you got hair going all sorts of different directions. I don't have that." He says, "I just can't let it go." 9 times he's had hair restoration surgery.
Jeez.
One time he did it. He they put him under, and he couldn't talk for 6 months. Almost lost his career.
Oh my
God.
God.
Because they intubated him, and it said it pressed down on one of his vocal cords.
Yeah.
Only had one vocal cord that worked for 6 months. And doctor said, if don't come back after 3 months, you'll never get it back.
That happens a lot, actually,
Wow.
with
Yeah.
surgery. Some people, their voice is permanently different, or they can't talk very well, and it's because it damages the vocal cords. They try to give them like steroids after.
Yeah. So my wife every day, with her job, she intubates people.
Yeah.
And so when you have, I forget that, when you have surgery, you have a tube down your throat because when you're paralyzed because of anesthesia, you can't breathe on your own.
Right.
So they have to do it for you. But anyway, 9 times he's had hair restoration surgery.
It's hard to take any criticism from Jason Bateman and Paul Rudd because neither one has aged in 30 years.
And they got like so much hair. It's not even fair.
And they have not aged. You look at pictures of Jason Bateman. We just watched The Sweetest Thing with Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate. It came out like 2002, 2003. It came on, and my husband had never seen it. It's one of my favorites. Jason Bateman's in it. He looks exactly the same as he does in Ozark.
Yeah.
No change. It's 20 years old. No change.
It's incredible. It's so unfair. Jason Goodman's kind of that person here. Kind of looks the same.
He is. He's got like
Thank
bathes in formaldehyde every day or something.
Something.
He has not aged a day
It's-
since we've known him.
Very lucky. Part of it is having the full head of hair. It makes a big difference. You start losing your hair, man. You start looking older real fast. Trust me, I know. So
I've always taken my hair for granted.
You do.
I do. Never even think about it. Sometimes I'm like, can you thin it, please?
Shut
And I'm always
up.
like, can you thicken it,
They have
please?
the
When they do,
thinning
save
chairs.
it.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Yeah, me and Matt will put it in our hair.
Glue it to your head.
Yeah.
We'll have little dark patches everywhere.